Hello and welcome to the Football Manager Super League podcast, episode 38. It is our end of season recap. Now, I haven't been around as much as I would like to this season. Personal things have gotten in the way, but we are back and we do have Mr. Christopher Rowe with us. So please welcome my man from Portsmouth, the man who some say is a title bottle job. We welcome Mr. Christopher Rowe.
They do say that. They do say that, and that is true. Hello, Cameron. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Yeah,
Oh, that's better.
bottling things this week, but yeah, we'll talk about it more as we get into the pod. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good
It
to
is.
see your lovely face. Obviously been watching. I don't know if people, if you look down, you'll see a lovely what do you call it? Podcast? Is it a podcast? This is a podcast from Cam
It's
with
not
his
a
new post
podcast.
today. What is it then?
I'm doing a whole series of getting Newcastle to win a European trophy. That is the aim. So I'm playing as Newcastle, and we're going to rebuild eventually and get up there. So first episode's out now. I did a whole probably about half an hour episode, which had to be swiftly removed because the audio didn't work. So that was interesting, and I still don't know the reason why. Then I took my computer apart, put it back together, and it worked. But when I did the mic testing thing, and I did a recording of the testing, I tested it out first, and in a record, you're by yourself, you can't hear yourself. It was working fine, so I don't know what I'd done in the space of 2 minutes to ruin that, but I did. So, yeah, but it is there. Please do go and watch it. It's more fun. It's more just a bit of fun for me. Anyway, I know people don't actually care, but it's nice.
It's
to see
fun.
people
It's
watch
different. It's you. What more do you want?
No, Chrissy, it's totally different.
I suppose it is.
It is. It's totally different to something that we've done before. So we're trying something new. Why not? So, a league update. Now, we do have a bit of some updating to do. So, just to recap, we do have 28 teams. And unfortunately, we have lost a few managers.
Yeah, there's been a couple of fallouts, a lot of fallouts, but people, for whatever reason, I mean, it happens quite a lot in the league, you know, yourself,
Yeah.
work commitments, family commitments.
But it was all right at the start, we're getting through it.
Yeah.
It was okay. We had apologies, I've been up since 5:30. Or 4:30, sorry, the fucking alarms are going off in my street. Power cut. Anyway, so Craig forgot to pay me electricity bill. So we had Oliver Ronan left. He stepped away because he's having a bed and things like that, and we had a bit of a fallout. Then we replaced him with a lad called Ian, who lasted approximately 3 days. Or did he last a week? I think he may have lasted a week, and then he left. And then who was filling in? And then Then Liam stepped in as Real Sociedad manager, and took them flying up the table. And then sadly, and this is very sad, Anish, our good friend from India, has had to step away for whatever reason. We do wish him all the best. We do give him all the love on this podcast. We do joke about him a lot, but he's a seriously good guy. He really does command the respect of everybody in the league, and we do wish him all the best and hope he does come back soon.
Underrated football manager as well. He's
totally. Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
a
just,
shame.
yeah, it's a shame.
But like he said, we have got in contact with him. Obviously, we do all our connecting through Facebook and Facebook Messenger. So we manage. Obviously, we have email addresses for the stat sheets and the the spreadsheets and stuff. So we managed to get in contact with him, and he said, "Yeah, look, I need to step away for a little bit." He did step away, I believe, last year or the year before due to educational things. He had stuff going on, so
Yeah, he had a lot of stuff going on
we don't want to go
education
into
wise.
it too deep. But yeah, we wish him all the best, and hopefully he sees this and
Yeah,
drop us a little
big
comment.
up, Anish, big love. I mean, he still lost the Europa League final, but you know, we move on. And he has been replaced by the enigmatic Mr. John McNeil. And John goes way back. John is practically he's an urban myth in this league. He comes in, does a little bit of business, completely turns the transfer window upside down, has a go at a few people, and then just disappears. So John has come back, and I know that was more down to he's asked to come back than we chose. So I don't know, Chrissy, maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously Liam come back into the frame. We play a network save together. Me, Alan, Kev Heenan, Liam, John, Taylor's in it now and then when he has time. But yeah, so Liam hadn't played this network save for ages. You got in contact with him. He commented on your post, I believe, on
Yeah,
Facebook. And he said, "Yeah, I want to get the buzz back." I believe he has got the buzz back now. Obviously, we'll see how he's getting on shortly. And I think John was getting FOMO, a bit of fear of missing out. So we spoke. Obviously, we'll see what can happen. What will happen? It's inevitable. Someone will win the league, leave the league. And like I say, it was a shame how it happened, but we had to make a decision as an admin team whether to carry on and wait for Anish because no one heard from him. Niall took over his games. So with the transfer window literally tomorrow, we felt we had to make the executive decision and move him on. And John comes into the league. He knows it very well. He's been here seasons before. Obviously, I don't
yeah,
think since we started the podcast, but he
no,
has mentioned a couple of times. That's just part. He is part of the league, so yeah, I'm really interested to see what he does at the window. I know I spoke to him quite a lot, and he is very excited about it. So yeah, it's
yeah, he deserves to come back. I mean, he
well,
is
it's just
a
well, the thing is, he said to me like because obviously there was a bit of not an issue, but I mean he left twice before due to versus. Versus is what versus is. We speak about it on the pod a lot. He was a bit unsure before, but he's had a baby now. Well, not him, his missus. He's settled down, and he said he's got a lot more things to moan about than or be stressed out about than versus. He just wanted to play, get involved
yeah,
transfer window. Now it's a 6 week window. He was happy with that. One leg games. He was happy with that. So yeah,
yeah. It
he was
makes it
keen
it's a lot less stressful.
and
Yeah.
more enjoyable.
Well, we're very glad John and Liam are back. Obviously, very sad that other people are left, but hey, life goes on. So, looking at that Premier League table, there is one clear admission from that top half of the table from last season, which is the former title holder who now has Haaland, Mr. Atlanta himself, Magnus, is all the way down in like sixth place.
Love it.
Money doesn't buy you Haaland; it buys you mediocrity, son. And that is the price he pays for giving up a lot of his team
You know,
for Haaland.
he was flying high for a while.
He was. I was scared he was going to win it.
Yeah, we were all scared he's going to win it. I keep saying to him, "Stay humble, man," because he was getting very like he actually said, and I quote, "If I might retire if I win it again. It's never been done." And I was like, "You've changed." I remember Magnus scraping around at the bottom,
Mhm.
winning cups. He was the cup man, and now he's doing really well. I think he'll come back stronger. Uh, with
With or
Haaland,
without,
obviously,
well,
depends
with
if
or
he does.
without Haaland.
Yeah, but if we look at that table now, congratulations first and foremost to Bruno, who's come in and
Yes,
been brilliant in the
congratulations,
league.
Bruno.
Um, yeah, as you can see, it's a really tight league. I mean, from the top half of the table, there's 3 points in it. I had Napoli as well, Craig John Don, another manager who he'll tell you himself the past few FMSL seasons, floating around the bottom leagues, not doing much. Um, but yeah, he's obviously got a good team in Napoli. He invested well. He's found a tactic that works, that is fun, free flowing football. And yeah, he's finished second just on goal difference. I mean, it's quite a big gap, but hats off to him. I finished third, bit of a late push towards the end of the season. I went back to my original 4-3-3. I think we spoke about it before. And yeah, I'm tweaking as I went throughout the season, building up games. I was close to winning it. But I lost to Furman, Lazio. Ironically, 3 of the 4 losses I had were to the bottom 3 who are getting relegated.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rest of the table as well, you've obviously got Newcastle pushing up there.
2 billion
You've
spent, fourth place.
hey,
Fenerbahce. I mean, he won a cup. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, he done well there, Joe. Lewis and Fenerbahce had another good season. Bit of a late push towards the end. Floating around. There's a lot of floating about. Like, you weren't getting
yeah,
battered. We weren't getting battering teams. Just floating about. And then as the season come closer, it got tight. I mean, goal difference had a massive part to play in quite
yeah,
a
you
few
can
of them
tell.
positions. Valencia was Shane. He actually beat Florentina in the last game week, give Bruno a bit of a fright because we was waiting on the Atalanta and Leipzig, no, Atalanta and Gladbach game. And Gladbach won, so that cost Magnus his second title. And then Jake, it Rennes, and the rest of the team down at the bottom. Yeah, so Lazio went out on the last game day. Wolves was unlucky. Brighton, it was done the week before.
Yeah, and I think I'm looking at a lot of these teams, and I notice a trend of the better teams from the original first window, them top teams, are now in that top division. All the English teams that are in this division have done pretty well, apart from 2. But the other 2 English teams we'll talk about in a minute. But where they are, it kind of makes you think: is having that better team to start with, does it keep giving you that advantage?
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is, mate. I mean,
So
you look at
yeah,
Napoli, Newcastle, Atalanta. I mean, you could even argue Valencia, Florentina. All the Italian
Palace.
teams are up there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Apart from Udinese, but there's a big difference between Udinese, Florentina, and Napoli. Let's just make that
yeah,
clear. Now, we've had this conversation before. There probably was a lot of teams that shouldn't be in there. However, we were originally only going to do 1 or 2 seasons. It's progressed. It's flourished. It is what it is. I do think the teams will start to even out a little bit more as the windows go on.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I didn't have a great team to be fair. Palace was okay. It was an English team. I understand that, but
yeah.
there
They didn't
wasn't
have
many.
an unbelievable team, but they had a lot of players that people would draft
Yeah,
normally.
yeah,
And that's what I've found with this, because you haven't draft top end players. You haven't to improve your squad. You can't draft lower
yeah,
end players to
yeah,
bench.
yeah,
I mean, so it's quite interesting, the dynamic. But I mean, obviously, commiserations to Furman, Craig Parker, who actually had to win the title because he battered me in a pre-season friendly, and Brighton. Commiserations to you. Obviously, congratulations and celebrations for Fiorentina. Uh, Obviously, Bruno's just smashed it. Nah, he said he would. So well done. I think he
I
won the
mean,
cup.
yeah, yeah. He's done well. I think every team in the top half has done well. I wouldn't say he smashed it. He's lost games that he shouldn't have lost. Really. I mean, that's the beauty and the nightmare of verses is
Yeah.
it can go either way. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
he's done well. Don't get me wrong. Congratulations to him. I love it. next season will be interesting to see how teams strengthen.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah,
It depends on if you've strengthened or if you've not really. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, some good prize money in there for Bruno for winning the title. So well done. Moving on to the National Football League. This was a tough one. So Aston
but let's
Villa,
see the difference between the Premier League and the National League. The top half was really close in the Premier League. In this league, the bottom half is a lot closer than what it should. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Actually, apart from, to be fair, if
well,
I'd
saying
won my
that,
last,
actually, look, there's only 4 points from what third to sixth, seventh. So it's eighth even. You
eighth,
finished on 18. Yeah.
yeah. So I went into the last two games. I had the last. I was literally, if I'd beaten Craig, and if I'd beaten, who was me that game?
Okay, look,
Darren.
look. Darren, there we
Darren.
go.
If I'd beaten Darren, then if I'd beaten them two, I won the title by like 2 points.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I went in. I think I started third this week. Do you know what I mean? I just lost 2 games really harshly. And I thought Craig might be. Craig was like, "Well, I've won the title anyway," because it was the last game. He was like, "I've won the title. I've got some suspensions to use." I thought, well, he's gonna at least bench Kane, and it's not really gonna matter. Fucking hell, started his full on side apart from his 2 suspensions, and absolutely tore me a new one. No matter what I was doing, it just wasn't working. And against Cookie, I know it was a very difficult game. I didn't play that game. I can't actually. Did I play that game? I can't actually remember.
Yeah, I think you
Might have
did.
been the
Yeah.
week before. Might be the week before I played that. There was a couple of games that I didn't play, and Bruno took charge, and Bruno was like, "I can't believe that this is like you on a higher." But I actually thought I'd finish bottom of the table this season. Sorry. So I thought after losing Haaland, yeah, I might have a decent team, and I didn't have an out and out striker. So that's something I'm looking to build on. I need an out and out striker. I need some probably link up play on the wings. The rest of my team's pretty strong. But yeah, so I'll go for the table. Aston Villa, top of the table by 3 points on 26. Then we got West Ham runners up. Well done, Steve. And he's on 23 points. Unfortunately, Niall could not do enough to gain that automatic promotion spot for John, so it was the playoffs for John. Well, it was the playoffs for Ajax. Well done to Wesley, who was he bottom of the table last year.
Yeah.
So he was
No,
bottom of
not
the table
bottom,
last
but it was
season.
around there. Yeah.
He was either bottom, second bottom, I can't remember. And he's done really well to get where he has. Liam's come in. Sociedad were down in the depths of despair. Liam has came back, pulled it back. I think he's won. Did he win like 4 or 5?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He's won some crazy. I mean, Liam's a very good manager. We can't get that wrong. And then Lewis sneaked in by a point into that playoff zone, and Marseille as well. So, hey, look, that's fair play. I mean, on goal difference, I was nowhere near. But on points, there was a couple of games I probably could have took an extra point from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always the way.
That's annoyed me, and there's always in my song of the week probably reflects that a little bit more. But yeah, then Lille after me, obviously Villarreal. Aid has pulled himself up. Who Aid was bottom of the table last year, and he's pulled himself up the depths of despair. And pulled himself up. Real Betis. Andy's had a half decent season, to be fair. 14 points. He's beaten some good teams as well. Then Allen's had a bit of a mare, but he doesn't mind because it's draft picks. And last but not least, the man who tanked to make sure he finished bottom of the table, Simon, one of the admins. So that rounds out the National League. I mean, I've just noticed Sociedad in Monaco played 14 games.
Yeah, that's just a technical error. They haven't played
I was gonna
14
say,
games. I don't
if
know
I've
why.
been robbed, if I've been robbed of a game,
No, I'll have to have a
uh,
look at that. That's a technical error.
I've just realised as I was reading through there. But yeah, that was the league, and I think, in all honesty, I'm lucky to finish where I finished. I mean, it was only six. What was that? 6 points off bottom. It's pretty disappointing. Um, so look, there's nothing that can be done now. So
Nah, you just
we
got to
just
move
got
on
to
now, mate. You just got
we
to
just
move
got to
on.
move
Concentrate
on.
for
Yeah, you just
next
got to move
season.
on up now. But it is what it is. I mean, look, I'm going to be what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We seventh draft pick again. Do you know what I mean? I can't complain. It's a bit of value in there if I wanted to sell. So look, I'll be happy with that. I mean, there's a few players I've already eyed up, so that I knew from last window I wanted that other people got. So I'm ready to go out and spend some money tomorrow. Cup update. We love a cup update. So as Chrissy did mention in the Healing Cup, Newcastle beat Fenerbahce 3-2. Some very entertaining cup games, to be fair, Chrissy, isn't it? Like looking at the other one as well.
Mm.
Chris
I
is just
mean,
having fun
so
on the sheet there.
yeah, I was sorry. So yeah, Newcastle Fenerbahce, a top of the table clash. Fair play to Joe. He's been the first to tell you that he hasn't the best luck in finals, but a great thrilling 3-2 win for him. And the Copperdale FMSL, every time I say it, it just gets sweeter.
It
Copperdale
does, doesn't it?
FMSL. Sexy. But yeah, another sexy result there, Craig. Congratulations on the double. This is actually the third season in a row that an admin has won a cup. Just saying. But to
Rigged.
beat Magnus, to keep the humbleness going, I just love it. To beat the former Cup King, three
Yeah, I think that
5-3 with Haaland as well. I mean, to be fair, okay, Craig's got a brilliant strike force. So there's going to be
yeah, that's
goals. I'm pretty
what's
sure that
yeah,
game went to extra time as well. So
yeah. Didn't have it on the sheet, so I just kind of
that's
just put
nice.
it on there.
I like
But
the
yeah,
decor as well. Lovely, Kim.
I know it's great, isn't it? If you need any interior design done on your houses, let me know. So this is the page where it does get a bit confusing, but it doesn't really matter because we can
Now I
kind
think
of
we have. I
segregate
think
them.
we have sussed it now though. So next season it will be
Next season should
sorted.
be good. So obviously the natural successor to all of this, Haaland has got 17 goals. Then we go down again. Isak has got 12. That was probably well worth the 250 million that was spent on him. Then we look towards Harry Kane. He's third top scorer with 10 goals. Then we're looking back up. Ruben van Bommel. Fucking hell, that's a name. Van Bommel. Do you remember his dad?
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I always remember. Was it? It was. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
It
Mark
wasn't.
Van
No.
Bommel.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of an incident and it wasn't
Oh,
him. I was thinking of the World Cup 2010, but that wasn't him that got sent off. It was De Jong, wasn't
yeah, Nigel De Jong with the
it?
old
Yeah.
karate kick, wasn't it?
Oh, he was a ruthless player, Mark Van
He
Bommel.
was.
Anyway, anyway, moving on. We're having nostalgia here. Chrissy, do you want to say that name?
Oh, what? Kivicha Kravadashila.
We'll take that. He is joined fifth or fourth at this point. I'm trying to read this all over.
Yeah, so obviously it's quite it's quite
Yeah,
segregated, but
fucking loads.
the
Yeah,
the key stats that matter. Haaland's top goal scorer of the Prem, and Harry Kane is top goal scorer of the National League. And when you come over to here, assists, so he's actually joint. Uh, Nuno Mendes and Kieran Trippier share the spoils, and Simon actually has something to celebrate. He got most assists with Phil Foden.
Well, lots of money in his pocket, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the fact that I'm not on any of these lists.
Yeah, me
That
neither.
has made my day.
Oh no,
It has made my day.
Rasmus finished 7th. Joint, yeah, 7th top goal scorer in the cup competitions. Apart from that, I'm
Oh,
nowhere
look
to
at
be
that.
seen. Nowhere to be
Oh
seen.
no, I am on this. I've just twigged.
Let
I
me
got
see if I
8th
can.
top goal scorer
Where?
with 6
Oh yeah, there
goals.
you go. Good, I
Fucking
see.
hell. Oh,
Haaland replacement.
the Haaland, one of 3 Haaland replacements, and he scored 6 goals. Oh God, I want him back so badly. Yeah, I'm not crying, I promise.
I'm not
Yeah,
crying. You're crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying. There is one name which is missing off these lists. I don't know if you've spotted this, but he's only on the cup list. I don't know if he's actually
Mbappe.
scored a lot of goals. Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did, mate. I don't think
Very
he did.
interesting. Very interesting.
But
Um,
Danny stayed up, so for me,
yeah.
I can't imagine he gets rid of Haaland. If he does, it would be for a big price, a big package.
Big
It'd be
package. Yeah.
interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, I've
we'll
got.
chat about
Oh
that
no, I
later.
haven't got to. Sorry. Go on. Yeah.
So
Nope.
yeah, I forgot that was the end of that. But yeah, transfer window is tomorrow, so we do have that to look forward to. What is your tactic for this window? Is it spend and splurge your load very quickly, or is it long and slow, long and slow, long and slow, and then splurge that cash right at the end?
You know me, Cam baby. Low and slow. I like to
You run
keep it chill. So you don't want to go rushing in on a Saturday evening, bunking your load, mate. All right, that's how you get. That's how you get pregnant and get caught. You want to take it easy. Do you know what
I
I
think
mean?
you're talking about something else, mate.
Bit,
I was
bit of
talking about
foreplay.
the
No,
window.
I am. I am. I'm just saying, there's no immediate rush. You've got to take your time. You got to enjoy the window. People, obviously, you've got not really new managers, obviously income managers who know the window, who will be spunking the cash, who will be getting involved. But for me, I just like to watch it. You see the players. If there's a player that comes up and screenshot that I like, I'll drop the message, have a little chat about it. It's very rare that I go in for a player. I mean, I did last season with Lamine Yamal, but it's very rare that I will like headhunt a player because I
Yeah,
think that's how you get sucked in, and that's how you do overpay to a certain degree.
yeah.
But yeah, I
No,
went all in them, and for me, I've got quite a young team. I'm looking forward to seeing how they've developed, and
no, my players won't have developed because I
yeah,
forgot
they
to
would
put
have. I keep telling you this. Just don't worry.
forgot to put the
Don't
team
worry.
in.
Don't worry. But to leading on to our next segment, because next week is going to be a belter. The transfer window is a belter, mate. We love it. We live for this.
Yeah,
We
I
play,
mean,
we play, we suffer with verses for 6 weeks so we can have a good old laugh and a good old chit chat. And it keeps the community strong. That is why we went from 6 weeks to 7 to keep the
we
community
did.
going,
Yeah,
to keep the buzz going, to keep it's nice to mix it up, different players, way
and
back,
I think
draft. Oh, love it.
you're having
Sorry,
fun there.
I'm frisky tonight,
No,
mate.
no, no. It's true though. It's really good that we it is a belter week. It's one of those things where you need to be hyped up, and I think this song definitely does it. It does hype you. I've seen him live actually.
Yeah,
The two artists that are on these songs, I've seen them both live, and they're fucking incredible. Really good. So Jerry Cinnamon's Belter is Chrissy's track of the week, and I went for an old favorite song that really sums up my season rather than anything else. It's the
what a
Libertines.
waster!
What a
What a
waster!
fucking waster!
Waster, you
You
pissed
pitched
it
it all
all
up
out.
the wall.
Oh.
You pitched all that
Yeah,
Harlem money out the wall.
yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
I pissed it up the wall, and then I've done out with it, and I'm a two bob cunt, so it's fine. Yeah, it sums my season up. and it really is. And it's not about just money; it's about wasting the points and not getting to that final end point. So, hey, look, what can we do? There's not much more
We go
else
again.
we can do, is
We
there,
go.
apart from you going
We
again.
go again, mate. We
But
go again.
ooh, very nice. But yeah, Luis Diaz is apparently an option for Al Nassr.
Oh,
Going to replace
Saudi. Oh,
Ronaldo.
IRL.
IRL, yeah. Joe wouldn't sell him. I don't even know who has him now.
You
But
would.
well, he probably would. Probably do a Saudi team if he got his chance. But Christopher, thank you very,
Cameron.
very much for joining me. It has been
Thank
a
you for
pleasure as
having
always.
us.
And this week is going to be the fucking week, man. Like, I'm off all week. So it's going to be
Sweet.
interesting.
Does that mean that I can message you for screenshots? Brilliant. Because I'm DJing tomorrow, so
Oh, yes. The Royogi. We'll love it. We do
gonna
love
get
it.
back,
Well,
get back, chill out. I'm gonna get myself a nice kebab on the way home and look through some deals. What
yeah,
more do you
that's the
want?
way, mate. That's the way. Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for it. And
Cheers, brother. Thank you for having us
stick
again.
around.
See you soon.
See you soon. So, this is the end of the podcast for this week. We will be back in a few days' time to talk through the draft and to talk through the transfers that have happened. That'll be Thursday or Friday. So, please stay tuned. There'll be another episode of my Geordie's Journey in the next couple of days. So, stay tuned for that. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think it comes down to me to basically say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, spend your money at Udinese. Take care.